This is an update on the guitar project. I put everything back together, put the neck back on, I put the control plate on. I was worried about cutting a slot for the pickup selector switch, but the one I have was kind of flimsy, and so I thought, well, I'll go look for another one. I realized that I could buy one of these Les Paul style paddle switches, which I like better anyways. All I had to do was drill a hole for that, so that turned out great. So I didn't even have to really worry about cutting a slot or anything. I just drilled a hole. The control plate turned out great, I think. Very happy with how that looks. Overall, I'm very happy with how the guitar looks. It's kind of what I envisioned, but I think it exceeded my expectations quite a bit. There was an issue with the neck. When I tried to put the neck back on, there was a bunch of junk in the pocket where the neck goes. Bunch of sanding residue, which I didn't realize it had gotten down in there. I had to take a pick and a chisel and I had to scrape that out. And once I did, the neck went on perfectly. It fits perfectly now. There was an issue with the bridge, which I anticipated. It was a bit low. I put on a low E string and a high E string, and I cranked the saddles up as high as they would go. And there was clearance there, but not as much clearance as I would like. I think if I had some heavy duty strings on there, like 10s or something, when I strung it all up, the neck would bow to where it should, and there's probably be a little bit more clearance, but I didn't want to take the chance. So what I did was I made a shim. I had some mahogany that I bought, and I made a shim, and I put the shim under and put the bridge back on. But I'm a little worried about energy transfer there, so I would imagine there'd be some loss of energy with between the guitar body and the shim and then the metal bridge. And so obviously I want as much sustain as I can get. So instead of using a shim and the bridge, I decided to just buy another bridge that is a little higher on the bottom. So I found this shallower bridge that has a plate it's a 3mm plate that goes under the bridge. And so I ordered that. It's supposed to show up in a few days, and then I'll put that bridge on there. And the thing I like about that bridge is it has rollers. So it's not a hard edge, it has little roller wheels. And so you can adjust that thing in 3 dimensions really easily. I'm going to try that bridge in place of the bridge that came with the guitar originally. Hopefully that works out perfectly. I'll string it up and get everything adjusted. I got to do the intonation. I haven't wired up the electronics yet. Previously, there was a switch, push-pull switch. That was I think it was a coil split. I'm not a big fan of the coil split, so I'm not even going to do that. Again, I don't care about that. So I'm just going to wire up a generic volume and tone. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out so far. I think it looks great. I'm very happy with it. I got a little obsessed with this project. I thought it was going to take a long time, but I couldn't really put it down. I kept going back to it, and I spent a lot more time on this than I thought I would. It really wasn't that time consuming overall, but I kind of got obsessed with some details and probably put more time into this than I should have, and I need to wrap it up. So the next video, I'm just gonna have everything put together. It'll be done, and I'll do a demo.